Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn.
So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning, people. It is Monday morning. That's right, Monday morning, and we are the week of Run, Stefan Run. So Run, Stefan Run is on Sunday. If you are not registered, if you did not come down here to register over the weekend, if you did not go to Sports and Games to purchase a promo code, hard luck. All right? Hard luck. Right? We were promoting this since February. And I told you all at the start of February, you have no excuses, it's wrong. I thought that we would have been able to go to, what is the date today? The 19th? I thought that we would have been able to close off registration on the 22nd. We can't. Registration will be closed today. Because we done there already. And I am not going over 800 people. All right? So registration is going to be closed today at 10 a.m. As early as that. I ain't chancing it. Because I don't want nobody coming up to me and say, but I ain't got a medal. Right? And you know, people foresee here, fellas. You know when they, right. And I cannot, when people come across the finish line, I can't say, well, you was the last person to register, we have no medal for you. I don't know who's who at that point. So I'm not going to do the people that pay the money. To get a medal and so on and so forth. This is another one of the jerseys, by the way. We're wearing different jerseys for this week as we keep the promotion pumping. The jersey, everybody getting a jersey. Everybody. Now, you could call 345-3380. Maybe a little later on in the week if you still want to register, just to contribute towards the cause and come out on the morning and get a good walk in. But we can't guarantee you no jersey or medal. You'll get breakfast though. But you can't get no jersey and medal. I tell it all you. I said it. I fellas I preach it. I preach it to the point they thought I buffing them. But it wasn't buff. I just know that we were getting there and I know it has people just drag their feet. So we're going to lock off registration at 10 a.m. this morning. TrinbagoEvents.com will be locking it off at 10 a.m. this morning. Synergy TV will be locking it off today completely. Sports and Games will be notified this morning when I come off the air to lock off registration. So that's it. All right, everybody that has been registered, I want to thank you for registering and lending your support to the cause of autism and, of course, the Couva Children Crisis Center. And I'm saying this as we start this morning because I know people has been locked on all 5 minutes to 6 waiting, right? I had to talk to the programmers, boy. Oh, God, boy. Ola, give me something a little more, I ain't mind when it's carnival, but give me something a little more subtle now, a little more spiritual now. Lead it up to 6 now, oh God. I see a video come on there with some cricket. I ain't mind watching that in the middle of the day, you know, but I just say, Anyway, good morning to all the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. We're ready to go. I have a lot of things to prepare this week. I have runs to make. I have things to pick up. I have packaging to do. And by the way, distribution, and I'm going to say this repeatedly because we sent out a WhatsApp and an email blast, I think it was last night. If you didn't get one last night, you will get it this morning on distribution. Distribution will, like I said, you had to come here at Synergy TV. We're doing one location. I cannot cater to dropping things off all over the place and then running helter-skelter to pick up things. Next year, I will try to do distribution the week before. Right? But because people has waited till so late to register, unfortunately, I just had to wait till days before. You know what I mean? But next year, I'm going to do it the week before. But distribution will start early this week, from Thursday. Thursday, I'll be here with my team from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll have until 6 p.m. if you're coming from South, Central, wherever you're coming from. You have until 6 p.m. Somebody could collect on your behalf. Just make sure they walk with the receipt. Right? On Friday, we'll be here from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. as well. And on Saturday, we will be here from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then we will see you on Sunday morning. You have 3 days to pick up your package. For the last 2 years, we've been sending things down to South, sending things down to Central, and people just not picking up the thing. And we have to run down the road, pick it up to make sure it's available Sunday morning to accommodate the people. Well, when people playing mass hunting by tribe and this one and the other one, they just reach where they have to go to pick up the thing. So all you got to do that is here, telling all, because we ain't going through all that hullabaloo. You understand? I'm being honest with all you. It's going to be easier. It's going to be an easier process too, right? With no mix-ups and nobody calling me from Central to say you have this one. Somebody here to say, and we do have this. We do have the package, and somebody call and then we had, and the person went so and it. What happened is online they gave like an option that I wasn't really aware of. That it was an option. I thought it was like where you're registering from now, not where you want to pick up. So that was a little mishap there for those who may have picked South or Central this year. I wasn't aware that was the option of where you want to pick. I thought it was, well, you know, where you're registering from, so that we could get a little demographic now as to where we have the majority of people coming from, you know. So North, South, East, West, Central Trinidad, you're collecting by Synergy TV. All right? Although don't ignore us. But we go fix that next year as we move things along. All right, Newsday, very quickly. Agriculture Minister to revisit compensation process. Farmers flooded relief ahead. Right? And that is Agriculture Minister Ravi Ratiram. Gun license process to go online. All right? So the gun license process, and this weekend we had a rally, applications to move online amid surge. So there's going to be an online application process, and the TTPS is embracing the technology to deal with the expected continuous rise in applications for licensed firearms. All right? Rampasad says politically sound move for PNM to merge political and opposition leader roles. But that's how it's always been. I don't understand how that's a sound move. You would swear that the political leader of the PNM has not been the opposition leader. And that this is some new development, the way that this story is covered. But that's how it's always been. It's just that you had a man who wanted to bypass the People's Constitution and select a prime minister while he stayed as political leader. That is all. You had a madman rant. That's what it was. He wanted to do your own thing. And Al-Rawi talking about was an experiment. Experiment? Who experiment? The PNM was experimenting or Rowley was experimenting? Which one it is? Right? But it's always been so. The leader has always been, the leader of the opposition has always been the political leader of the PNM, as has it been with the UNC and any other political party for that matter. So I don't understand how there is news. Agriculture Minister to review $56 million zoo expansion project amid cost overruns. Well, you know, for the election, they say yellow was the code. Well, we got yellow alert too. So yellow level weather alert extended to 6 p.m. And that is up to 6 p.m. today. Eh? All right? Down to the weather on yellow, the code is yellow. Lord of mercy. That's a little joke. Eh? All right, yeah. Unions concerned over delays in industrial court due to judges' extension. Malik man killed as police hunt gunmen. And there's a lovely picture here. I was telling people about this, of the pui trees. This is a yellow one. Right? And during the election, I was saying that, I was saying, all I didn't realize all these pui trees just blossoming. You wasn't getting, I haven't seen that for a while. I haven't seen the pui blossom as it has for a very long, for years. But all earlier in the year, I think you were seeing it, man. It's a beautiful thing, Wallerfield man killed minutes after leaving home. Point Fortin man executed in home invasion. So we still have crime. The government settling in, but they have their plans in play. We'll see how things work out. We have to give them, at least with crime, you cannot expect an immediate reaction. One political party or the past administration had 10 years, right? They're into the third week. So we'll see how the adjustments are made moving forward. Pride TT urges government action on LGBTQIA plus rights. The fact that only has 7 letters in the alphabet with a plus sign, would tell you that, you all have been given, your rights are not being jeopardized, the alphabet are 26 letters, only own 7 of them. With a plus sign. Meaning that all still want to add on. So, yeah. United Way TT gives garden boost to San Juan RC Church. Earlier hear about Christopher's controversial legacy here? Earlier have a legacy. Today's Friday. Where's it there today? Benjamin said Erla is an icon. And now we're talking about Erla's legacy. Legacy? What legacy? She's the first female commissioner of police, but what legacy they're talking about? Janura family distributes 190 wheelchairs in Port of Spain. All you can see, I'm in a good mood, in a good mood. Right now, I'm in a good spirit. Right? I get some sleep, you see. The weather was so nice, your boy finally gets some sleep. Fellas, I real sleep. Well, I ain't real sleep, I had real packaging to do, but I sleep. When the time comes to sleep, I sleep, boy. No, well, you didn't see that weather? But you wanted the water to wash me down Bamboo Cathedral? I couldn't do Bamboo this year, boy. And I didn't even get to do nothing over the weekend with all that rain, boy. I'm telling you. All right, those are some of the headlines in the paper. In regional news, I see that Guyana has gone on the, well, I can't say they've gone on the offensive or the defensive, but I could tell you that Nicolas Maduro has violated the agreement with the Essequibo region. And this is the problem with dealing with fellas like that. You see, that's what we were trying to tell the last administration. You could go and cut what deal you want with he could change his mind on the spin of a coin. You understand? And when he changed his mind on the spin of a coin, with the military that he have and the one that we don't have, who gonna fight your war for you? Take a guess. Right? So when we was explaining people that, you know what I mean? They don't want to listen, but you know what I mean? They say, who don't listen, who don't hear this feeling, fellas? And that's how the sayings go, right? When you don't hear this feel, I think it's something like that, yeah. You know? But so it is, so it is. So it is written, so it shall come to pass. We are where we are, and forward is the movement. So, taking that into consideration, Olive's house. Yeah, man. And I hope Sangre Grande, I know they're up in Sangre Grande there, and I know that Khadija Amin, you'll hear from her in just a little bit, as she addressed the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, and Anna Roberts was out on the ground as well. Many ministers were out on the ground in the inclement weather over the weekend, giving reports on social media and so on and so forth. We'll get a little taste of what they had to say, as controversial and whatever as it was. But introducing Olive's House Senior Care Facility located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande at Rosie Lachman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. And Olive's House is beautifully situated with that spacious main area, full living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters inclusive of all required amenities. It's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. And Olive's House is operated 24/7 by a staff of professional qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. And the service is always warm and friendly as all clients are treated with the respect and dignity that their years demand. So to find out more, give them a call on 232-6367, 291-7919, or 3744-165. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. And that is Olive's House. Yes, gentlemen? Beautiful, beautiful facility. Make sure, give them a call. And we have Chef Shiraz. Now, I attended on Friday along with the GM, Mr. Haynes, chef table. It was great. It was great. It would the money. It would the money. All right. Now, I tell you what. Now that the 17th of May is behind us, what we want to concentrate on is the Creative International Cuisine Cooking course and the Baking and Pastry course. And those courses start on Saturday, the 6th of June. So to get yourself registered for those courses, what you need to do is give Chef a call or WhatsApp him on 3724639 or 7375097. All right, you can check him out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. So make sure and check Chef Shiraz and get yourself registered for that Creative International Cuisine Cooking course and the Baking and Pastry course. Also, Jameson. We want to remind you to boost your immune system with Jameson immunity products to fight off the seasonal sniffles, such as their cold fighter with echinacea, vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor, and for additional support, you could try their delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. And well, I told you about Stefan Run already. Registration will be closed at 10 a.m. this morning. If you go up after that, you will not be able to register online. You will not be able to purchase a promo code, and do not bother to come by Synergy TV. You will not be able to be registered. Now, unless you are comfortable with registering just to participate and, you know, contribute towards the two charities, and you want to come out on the morning, fine, no problem. We cannot guarantee you a t-shirt or a medal. I just want to let all you know that. Okay? But, you know, the medal distribution is going to be a little complicated if we do it that way, because, I mean, you ought to be honest with yourself, you know, that you didn't think to get a medal. But nevertheless, we'll see if we could work it out some way or the other. But we had capacity. I don't go past numbers that I cannot manage. And by the way, I want to thank SM Jalil. If you guys could come back to me. We had to thank Sports and Games, and I had to thank all the sponsors too, but we want to get out of business. So we'll deal with all the sponsors, I think, in the second hour. But Oasis is the official water of Stefan Run. So I want to thank SM Jalil. SM Jalil really, really extended to us this year. They're putting on a play park for the children. Remember, if your child is 10 years and under and they are not competing, we'll give them a breakfast. They could come, enjoy the play park, things like that. But we're not taking any money from them, so no jersey, no medal, that kind of thing. But we will give them a breakfast. And if they, of course, if they're competing well, they're entitled to whatever comes with the package, right? So that's how it goes. We are going to take a break right now. And when we come back from the break, I'll pick up Studio 9 as well. Studio 9, sponsor any song system, pick up yourself. All right, so we are going to take a break. And when we come back from the break, we're going to deal with property tax and a miscommunication, a faux pas, an error. The fun has begun. Stay tuned.
When sunshine is the best for you, nature's best buns so crunchy. The flavor that sings to you, salted, plantain, taste the freshness, naturally sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
All right, people, so we're here at Blazers Bar, Tragrit Road in Woodbrook. And Blazers
Sports Bar, the proud sponsor of the male first place and female first place. $5,000 by $5,000 for Run, Stefan Run. Sunday, May 25th. Go and get registered now at trinbagoevents.com. Walk-in registration starts on the 22nd of April at Synergy TV, number 19 Arpita Avenue in Woodbrook. Remember, tons of giveaways, tons of prizes, lots to talk about. So come out on Sunday, May 25th. We at QRC from 6 a.m. Get registered today. You could call 345-3380 or 482-5531 for more information. Run, Stefan Run. Blazer Sports Bar. We on. Cash registration available at Synergy TV, Monday to Friday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Cash registration also available at Sports and Games, Trin City Mall, Gulf City Mall, and Grand Bazaar. Just pay cash and follow the instructions on the coupon code. It's that simple.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle from the first restaurant in 1968 when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47 Lot 6 Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47 Lot 6 Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Hey! All you let we go Vincy Mass this year! I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive parties, the Juve, the street parade, and the competitions in Pan, Mass, and Calypso. And don't talk about Soca Monarch, it's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mass is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you, let we go Vincy Mass this year is June 27th to July 8th, and we in that.
Book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincymass.vc or find them on IG at Vincy_Mass, on Facebook at Vincy Mass, or log on to www.vincymass.vc.
Let we go Vincy Mass 2025!
To strengthen your immune system, you need to nourish your body with foods rich in antioxidants. Exercise regularly and build your immunity with supportive nutrients. That's why the experts at Jameson created products for immune support made with pure ingredients. For 100 years, Jameson has helped take care of you and your family. At Jameson, your wellness will always be our goal. Jameson, here for your health.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning. We're 28 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. We want to take calls on two separate issues. The first one we're going to deal with is the property tax. Before I get to that, just give me JNP Pest Control, because I want to remind you that JNP Pest Control Limited are experts in all types of pest control, ranging from termites to rodents, ants, cockroaches, lawn pests, and much more. They are armed with the latest techniques and technologies, including fumigation for drywood termites. Now, JNP Pest Control's professionally trained staff are ready to tackle even the most difficult infestations. So for a free inspection and quotation, contact them today at 61 to 65 Covine Road in Diego Martin. You could also give them a call at the office on 227-0835, and you could WhatsApp them on 250-8397. And that's J&P Pest Control Limited. You can email them at jppestcontrol@hotmail.com and let them shield your home or business from pesky pestman. That's J&P. All right. Well, it seems like the fun has begun, as some people would say, in terms of little mishaps coming out from the government. And property tax, if you could put that up for me. Property tax. Tanku on property tax refunds, he says the PM has spoken. Run that in a split for me. So Finance Minister Dave Tanku believes the Prime Minister has been pellucid on government's position on property tax refunds for those who have already paid. In what appeared to be a complete turnaround on the matter on Thursday, Kamala Prasad-Bissessa said she made no statement saying citizens who paid property tax would be refunded. On May 3rd, minutes after being sworn in as Finance Minister at the President's house, Tanku said he would be refunding those taxpayers who paid property tax, saying it was the only logical move. The United National Congress during the election campaign promised to repeal the tax. However, when reminded of Tanku's statement on Thursday at the post-cabinet news conference, the Prime Minister said, refunds? You will have to talk to Tanku. I think the only person who mentioned refunds, he's the only person I think that mentioned refunds. I have never said that. Let Tanku tell you where he is finding the money for refunds. He is the Finance Minister. Now, when reporters jokingly said they were waiting on their refunds, Having paid the tax already, a smiling facade assessor said, "My husband paid too," end quote. Yesterday, the media sought clarity, not yesterday, but on Friday rather, the media sought clarity on the issue from Minister Tanku, and when asked if there was a rationale for this change in position, Tanku responding via WhatsApp said, "I think the PM's words were unambiguous." Seeking further information, 3 questions were sent to the Ministry of Finance through its communications unit. The questions were, can the Finance Minister explain the rationale for not providing property tax refunds after his initial announcement that refunds would be paid? How much money in property tax payments has been collected to date? What happens with the money already paid by citizens? However, the response from the ministry was similar to what the minister had said earlier. The Prime Minister has spoken and her words are clear. However, further information on the process will be disclosed in due course. And all attempts to call the minister were unsuccessful. Now, in November 2024, if you remember, former Finance Minister Colin Mimbert said the Inland Revenue Division had already received $105 million from property owners, right? And outside of that, commenting on the recent developments, former Prime Minister Stuart Young said he is looking on keenly not only as a citizen, but as someone who has already paid their property tax. Young said it would be interesting to see if anyone challenges the government in court. It would be a good test case for a claim for legitimate expectation of a refund. Anyway, if the Minister of Finance says persons are entitled to a refund for property tax paid upon a repeal of the tax, he is the officer authorized to indicate so. Economist Dr. Marlene Atz said she would not say that Minister Tanku misspoke on issue, but may have been premature. When you're dealing with approximately 90,000 property owners or whatever is the final number who have already paid, the administrative cost and complexity of processing refunds at this scale may not be fiscally or operationally sensible. It's not just about whether the state could afford the refunds, it's also about whether that's the most efficient use of the ministry's limited human and financial resources at this time. Another economist, Dr. Ronald Ramkisoon, said while it may not be unusual to get mixed messaging from a new administration, he hopes they all get on the same page very soon, right? And then political scientist Dr. Bishnu Raghunath said some members of the population would feel slighted over the refund issue. He said, quote, "I feel slighted, I paid property tax." So yes, there are people who did pay property taxes and would have heard Mr. Tanku say that they would have been refunded and they would be expecting their refunds. He added that it is important that the cabinet members get their stories in order. All right. The property tax issue was a very contentious issue for a lot of people. I remember having to deal with that and explain to people when they were getting their letters, because, we remember some of the estimates that were given. The whole process was flawed. And this is a perfect example of those who have paid. You may not be refunded as it stands, because even if they repeal the act, it come like, if I commit a murder today under the law, I could get locked up and get a death penalty. Right? So if I committed under that, and I would imagine that this is the premise of the whole thing based on. If I commit a murder today, I would be tried, I would be judged, and I would be sentenced. And I may hang if that is the law. Right? If 2 months down the road, after I had committed the act and after I had gone through the court process and been judged and sentenced, somebody come and say, murder legal. Well, it don't mean that I'm going to get off. You understand? My judgment is not necessarily going to be reversed, because at the time I committed the act, it was against the law. So I would imagine that is the premise here. So, and this may sound, I don't mean to poke fun or anything like that, because I know plenty of people were looking forward to those refunds, but this is why you listen to Stefan Run. This is why when you turn on the TV and Stefan Run tell you, rip up the property tax letter that you get and throw it in the dustbin, that sometimes you listen and you do that. This is why when Stefan Run sit down here and tell earlier, do not panic. They are using a scare tactic in terms of telling you that if you don't pay your property tax, you will be fined $5,000. Do not panic. Stay calm. Challenge it. This is why when I tell you, on the back of the form, you can object. And I said, due to the flawed process in assessing your property tax, file an objection and flood the office with objections. Fellas, Ole can remember me telling the public that? And in flooding the office with objections, you will create a backlog of objections that they have to deal with, which means your payment will be postponed. You will be postponing that payment until the objection is dealt with. And we all know the speed that things are done with in Trinidad and Tobago. All I can remember me telling people that, boy. People don't listen. They don't listen. I have sat here and said many things, much of which, if you had listened, we would have probably been way ahead of the game. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody listens. Well, at least some people don't listen. I know everybody watching the program, but I mean, oh gosh. All right? Now, putting that aside, this is where the government, not necessarily, I know they said they don't need a communication department, and maybe this is not one of those instances where you could say, yeah, only need a communication department, because of course every ministry has a communication department. So to need a, not a communication department, a communication ministry. But I think it's as Marlene had said, this was just a premature statement made by a newly appointed Minister of Finance who was asked a question and thought that the logical thing in terms of his administration not pursuing the property tax and would repeal it. I think it was just something logical that he blurted out saying, well, a refund might be the only logical thing, because that's exactly the statement that he made. So I think it was just a premature statement. However, as the leader of the party, I want the Prime Minister to get this straight, right? Keep your voice in check. Because going into the election, you must know what are the key issues and the key promises that you're making. So you know the media is going to ask certain questions of certain ministers as it relates to certain issues that are hot topics in those sectors. Make sure everybody had a story straight. Because it is little things like this that will lead to confusion being played down the road and narratives and propaganda. So if you want to get it right, do it right from the word go. All right? Nice. I'm going to open the phone line here, 327-7400. We open the phone line. And as we open the phone line here, we take some calls. We're gonna get back to some other stuff as well. We're 20 minutes away from the hour 7 o'clock, so I'll take as many as possible. So all of those stick. Keep it quick. Right? We take in call like how Nicholas Romani does run our 5K. Quick. Yeah, morning, man.
Yes, Stefan, morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
My thing is, how much opposition leaders that have, boy, because everybody wants to have press conference and everybody have all the ideas now after 9.5 years, right? Well, they have all the ideas.
Well, this is because there is no political leader appointed. You see, they have an opposition leader, but they don't have a political leader.
Well, apparently, because apparently now I watching on Facebook today with how this present government are doing a lot to help alleviate the flooding, doing work. But then you have this capybara looking animal talking about they should go into the areas with black farmers. That is to tell you the level of thinking that they have. So the government actually doing something for the betterment of the community, but you looking like a capybara talking about how they not looking after the black farmers. Yeah, nah, I feel she have a degree.
Who make that statement? Who make that statement? That clown.
Barat.
Man, look, let me tell you something. Don't waste your oxygen. You realize I don't waste my oxygen talking about people like that? Waste our time.
But Stefan, Stefan, I see that woman in real life and I get scared, you know, because I know monsters only come out at night, you know.
Well then, don't waste your oxygen and protect your eyesight.
I have to do that.
Right, man. Yeah.
If my dog cannot get frightened.
Right, man, cool. I don't pay attention to paid political commentators that are particularly paid to be biased. So waste our time. I don't even entertain. You realize I don't make no issue with what she had to say? I just turn a deaf ear to that. Them irrelevant. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stefan.
What going on, my brother? Talk to us.
Okay, in a newspaper article, I sent a snippet of it.
Uh-huh.
When that interview Mr. Tanko after the swearing as finance minister,
uh-huh,
he said it was likely those taxpayers would be refunded, but said the issue would be addressed more thoroughly at a later date. Right? So, yes, he was interviewed, yes, he spoke about refunds, but it was never cast in stone initially. Right? And when reporters asked him, Mr. Tanko, what would become of the funds, the taxes paid by the state? That was the last fiscal year. That money done. Ask the last finance minister about that.
Okay.
We now get documented this year. I get a document I was supposed to be waiting for next one, but right before the election, the next one didn't come.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, you had to ask by the way, when the Prime Minister spoke at her first press conference and spoke about the overdraft, she spoke about the overdraft limit, she spoke about the deficit and how much money to have for this month. Where is the opposition press conferences when it comes to those numbers?
They have no response.
I thought the first finance minister said he would respond to that, but then I see a photo of him in some island somewhere.
In Barbados.
Wasn't that right?
There is no response, and but I want to take a few other calls, but I will add something to that off here. All right? Well, off the call. All right. Yeah, let me tell you something. There is no response. During the election campaign, I said to you, Kevin Ramnarine stood in a political meeting and said that Trinidad and Tobago was the 7th worst performing economy in the world according to IMF data. I called on the then Minister of Finance, Dan Paul, or the former Minister of Finance, Imbert, to respond and say that what Kevin Ramnarine, the data Kevin Ramnarine is putting out is incorrect. They made no attempt at responding. None whatsoever. Morning. Morning, go ahead.
Stefan,
You're inside.
A finance minister is a serious minister. There is not any other type of minister. When the finance minister in any country talk, these things has moved markets. These things has caused a certain people to move in a particular type of way. I really don't want to see any government, no matter what government in office, as face any kind of legal thing or that kind of drama, but they'll misspoke. This is what you call an unforced error. And
I would call it that too, an unforced error. I think that's a good term. You said that from tennis, yeah. An unforced error, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe people get hyped up with the whole set of promises and, you know, the whole campaign finished. Governance is, and you're totally right, the Prime Minister has to keep ministers in check.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the thing with property tax, a lot of people voted the previous government knowing fully well what they said. What they say about, since 2015, they never say they're not coming with no tax. They're promising people, hey, they're going and do this thing. How they roll it out, people must have an issue. But I have a problem with Gulf Medical and West Shore paying the same tax or no tax. And people renting out houses in one Roebuck Place, in Westmoreland, for $20,000 a month, and they're paying no tax. Foreigners is renting people places in here, and the government is not collecting anything from it. I have an issue with that.
All right.
I mean,
yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. I hear you. All right, I just want to keep it flowing a little bit now. Because I have Eat Nice coming up at the top of the hour. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Promised, morning. People were promised VAT returns and then get it yet and all too. But as far as the party, the present government is concerned, when they're having the post-cabinet conference, they need to have a media coordinator, and the best person for that would be Arnold Roberts, to discuss this matter with the media, and then you could call the ministers them to answer accordingly based on what question is put forward them, probably the following week, so they'll be more prepared. And the ministers, since they're fresh and they're exciting, they want to give back. Their intention is good. They want the country to benefit in a big scale way. But they need to look clearly at whether or not we have the finances or the wherewithal to do these things. And until these things are settling and the government get into full gear, then we can't really hold them to task as yet.
Yeah.
We need to look at them, how they perform, and then how things happen. So we need to be understanding people. So a lot of nonsense taking place. I asked Stuart Young, what about the expectation for the VAT returns, billions of dollars come across it? And Faris Al-Rawi...
There are a lot of people waiting on VAT returns in true, eh? A lot of people still waiting on that, yeah.
And Faris Al-Rawi playing for fast and then pick. So he's supporting Penelope to protect the money that he gets from rent. He's trying to do it. Let me have a good man. All of a sudden he have a voice. He lost. Still
Oh,
hope.
God. Hey, thanks, man. This, I like politics well entertaining. After when you blow away all the smoke and thing, you know what I mean? It's an entertaining thing to look at, you know. I'm telling you, it's a real soap opera, you know. I'm telling you. Morning.
Morning, Stefan. Morning.
Yeah, morning there. Go ahead.
The same problem I had, and I call you and tell you, Mr. Stefan, but I can't get to the station. Boy, taking me, I go get through at all. I'm looking to get to this morning. With the same neighbor giving me trouble. I went to the corporation, we went to the station, and they come and do nothing up to
What kind of trouble the neighbor giving you?
They cut in the yard, Mr. Stefan, and they messing up the whole place, on my gallery, on my temple, everything. You can't paint
Okay,
Mr. Stefan.
and you say you went to the police and the police didn't do anything?
Nothing. We went to the corporation, we had the receipt, everything. They do nothing, Mr. Stefan.
What area is that?
Huh?
What area is that?
Dover Village, California.
That's in California. Who's your MP?
Yeah. Well, no, they put Pararat, and he's on neck. Oh, God, Mr.
Pararat is your MP?
Yeah, but they put him now was in the thing before. Now they put he.
Oh, it was Rudy and Darsing. And now it's Pararat. You had a
complaint to him.
All right, listen.
Complaint to Rudy and everything, and several times, and no use me again, no help, no way, Mr. Stefan, no way.
Yeah, all right, I'll tell you what I need to do. All right, cool, no problem. Yeah, all right.
When I call you, answer your phone from me, please.
All right.
Talk to you.
Yeah, but sweetheart, calling me is not going to solve your problem because I don't have the legal authority to you know what I mean, to intervene there. Yeah. I can only tell you that if you have gone to the police and you have gone to the corporation, you need to go to your MP office. They are in office every week, and you have to put the matter to them and give them a time frame to resolve it. But I don't have the legal authority to come down there.
No, sir, no help I get, no, sir, Mr. Stefan. There's years is going on, and I'm never getting sick with it. The depression taking me over, the stress taking me over.
No, don't get sick. Don't get sick on the press. Don't get sick on the press. All right. I'll take a couple calls. But I understand your situation. I'm hearing you. All right, but listen. You see, you cannot expect. I am a talk show host. I am not a police officer. I am not a government official. Right? I'm not working for the regional corporation. Neither have I put up myself for electoral politics. So, and don't take this the wrong way. I understand your frustration. This is the frustration that is faced by a lot of citizens on a daily basis, where they have these little disputes, and then when they go to the police are of no assistance. When they go to the MP tell them, all right, and they find it taking too long. I understand your position, but you understand? How am I supposed to intervene in a matter that I have no legal authority to do so? You understand what I'm saying? And coming down there, I don't know what thoughts you have, but, coming down there with a cameraman or some kind of thing it don't make sense, because again, one side of the story from you, I might come down there and get a different side of the story from the neighbor. And then now I have to decide on I have to make up my mind who making more sense and telling the truth. I am not the person to make that judgment. So you have to go through either the police or your MP. Barry Padarat will be in office. There's been in office once a week. I'm not too sure if it's a Wednesday or Thursday. Go there and put your situation to him. That is your elected MP. That is his work, his job. And he seems to be very willing to work because he's all over the place right now. So, exhaust that. And then, if anything, I could make a call to Pitt to check into the police station in your area and see what could be done. But outside of that, I don't have any legal authority to act there. Hello, good morning. But don't get stressed out and don't let them depress you. Don't do that. Don't let that get to you. Morning.
Morning. Stefan.
Oi, what going on?
It's amazing. Cool, man. It's amazing how much wisdom and how brilliant them old people them was long time. It's only while you're growing up and you experience and you just realize the kind of knowledge them had enough. My grandmother used to always tell the boys in the family, the grandchildren them, the sons, make sure and all they don't wear too much tight pants enough. And I used to try to wonder, so why you wish you wore with pants fall long or what? It's only when you hear people like Alwaric talk, then you just realize how much meaning that had behind it, something that tight pants do to these men them, that have them talking so much nonsense, is really amazing, boy. And I had to really thank my grandmother to always make sure my pants them was kind of loose and things had room to breathe and expand in a certain way. Boy, you go swear, this is not an election that was fought, I feel people think we gained independence from PNM. This is not election because the same people who was in government coming and talking so much nonsense, you would swear them wasn't in government for the last 10 years, Something really wrong, boy. And thanks, Grandma. Thank you. Blessings to you, lady. Rest in peace. Have a good morning, Stefan. I'll see you up there in a nice, flowing, free.
Yeah, man. On Sunday.
Take care. Later.
All right. I tell you what. I will take this final one very quickly. Hello. Good morning.
Hey, Stefan. Good morning.
Morning.
I would have volunteered to try to do something for the lady, but I'm tired. I'm tired of volunteering. Are you hearing me? Yeah. I mean, I could still pull out a string, but as you say, let I exhaust all avenues. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you something relative to the ministers, right? Sometimes I have little connection. I will listen to them, ask them a question. So what they are doing, right? We'll get a delayed response in a sense, because when they come to make their statements and so, they want to come with solutions, not only the bad news, but solutions. That's what they are mandated to do. And we have to just give them the little time. That's my contribution, Stefan. Stefan, I have to come up there to collect T-shirt, boy. All right, no problem.
No, you can collect it on the morning, But I cannot. Huh?
Yeah.
You can collect it on the morning.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay.
No, your thing will be there on the morning, But I'm just saying, as in the past, we have run into those difficulties, and it has been scampering Saturday. And remember, I had see about Saturday by QRC too. So, to send a man down south and central to pick up things with people in pass for is putting us out of the way. So, one location is just more controlled, where at least we know if it didn't come, everything right here, and it's just to move it from right here to there. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
and as you said, there was the faux pas in registering because of
Yeah,
people say,
yeah.
where you prefer, and I say, oh, okay, but if I get somebody to pick it up, no, but it's okay, Stefan.
No, if you get somebody
It's
to pick it
alright.
up, if you have somebody in town and they could pass and pick it up, no problem, you know. Just give them like
My husband is coming up. Yeah.
just give them a you have your receipt,
I know. Yes.
your online receipt. So just take a little screenshot of it and WhatsApp it to them, and when they come, we organize. That's not a problem.
Well, I did that when you announced it this morning, but say what? No problem with that. You know, it's really about you and the charity, Stefan, to be honest. I don't know if I can make. Stefan, how much miles is it?
It's a 5K.
I know it's. So, yeah, convert it
I'm
to
not,
miles?
I'm not too sure when you convert it to miles, but it's
Okay,
a 5. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
it took me the other day at a brisk walk, it took me 52
Mm-hmm.
minutes.
Okay, maybe I might.
And I didn't run. That wasn't running.
All right.
So if you take a little jog and then you run, maybe take a little jog and then you walk, and you take a little jog and you walk, it probably take you like 40 to 50 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Trust
Take
me,
care.
and I ain't running fast these days because I have some knee problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about
All right. Well, see you on Sunday, don't frighten. And if anything,
Take care.
just let me know and we will put it aside and we will make sure, dear. As soon as you reach, you'll get it. It's not a problem.
No problem, Stefan. You take care. Thanks.
All right, cool.
Yeah, bye.
All right, yeah. All right, so I got to go to a break. We got Eden Nights coming up, Dr. Thompson and Dr. Navarro. But before we do that, I want to remind you about Eden Heights to start with. So let me just tell you about that. Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. Now they offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, weight loss programs, and more. And they also offer consultation services including live blood analysis, diabetes, sports injuries, supplements, detox programs, heart disease, and more. So to find out more or to visit them, you could check out any one of their 3 locations in Trinity, Chaguanas, or Tobago. And you could give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You can WhatsApp them on 493-9196 or email them at edenheightsdistributors@gmail.com. Make sure and check them out today. That is Eden Heights. And Palmstar Promotions. Let me just remind you about Palmstar. Palmstar Promotions had their prelims for the 4th Annual National Spelling and Vocabulary Challenge. It took place at Eastgate Mall this past Saturday. Now, the finals is scheduled for May 24th. That's right, May 24th, which is Saturday coming. And registration will start at 7:30 a.m. All right, and of course, ages 9 to 12 plus. Those of you that went through the preliminary rounds, you're inside. And of course, they will be ready to go on Saturday. But remember the registration, go and organize your registration. Make sure and check in at 7:30 a.m. All right, and of course, the top school with the most student entries and points, they will win a desktop computer. And there are also chances to win tablets, medals, and more. And you can grab your Courtesy Kotela dictionaries at Charon's in Tunapuna, Trinity, San Juan, or Diego Martin. And remember, the dress code is elegantly casual, no school uniforms. So let's go out and support those children. And if you are in Tobago, yes, Tobago, because Tobago, all you on right around the corner on the 12th of July at Lowlands Mall, same rules apply. All right, primary school and homeschool children, standards 3 to 5, ages 9 to 12 plus. Same thing, top school, most entries and points. They will walk away with a desktop computer. You have the same chances to win those tablets, medals, and much more. And of course, the same rules apply to the Courtesy Kotela dictionary, where you can get it at Charon's. So make sure and get yourself registered as early as possible. You could contact Auntie Esther on 4712604. That is 4712604. And the dress code, no uniforms, and you can dress elegantly casual. And Palmstar Promotions, man, building confidence, one word at a time. With that, we take a break, and when we come back from the break, we got Eden Nights with us. Stay tuned.
Yes, people, so we're getting ready for Run, Stefan Run, Sunday, May 25th, QRC, 6 a.m. The biggest 5K in the country, tons of prizes, whether you're coming to run competitively or you're just coming for the fun run, or you could walk. Hey, right now we had a big up Cans Poultry and Meats. We are the Marval branch and they are proud sponsor of Run, Stefan Run 2025. So make sure and check them out. So get yourself registered online at trinbagoevents.com. Do not wait till it's too late. Walk-in registration will begin on the 22nd of April at Synergy TV Studios, number 19 Arpita Avenue in Woodbrook. Hey, call 345-3380 for more information, or you could call 482-5531. But get yourself registered early, people. Run, Stefan Run. Registration, $200. And again, our breakfast is here. Oh, gosh. Cash registration available at Synergy TV, Monday to Friday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Cash registration also available at Sports and Games, Trin City Mall, Gulf City Mall, and Grand Bazaar. Just pay cash and follow the instructions on the coupon code. It's that simple.
Coloring your hair is now easy with Bigen Easy Color for Men. Bigen's advanced cream formula prevents stains and drips, and it gets rid of the gray in 10 minutes. Bigen Easy Color for Men, for a natural color at no gray. Jamer Day Spas offers a complete range of first-class treatments, facials, waxing, body therapies, body massages, hand and nail treatments, and much more. Check out Jamer for locations.
Consult Vedic astrologer Tulasi Prasad, who offers profound insights into an individual's life path and astrology journey in Trinidad and Tobago. Master can guide you with astrology and horoscope readings, love spell casting, family disputes, marriage problems, health problems, job and business problems. Master also is experienced in effective black magic removal remedies, negative energy removal remedies, reuniting loved ones, and many more. To get Master's guidance, call us now.
At +1 868 398 7547, located in Trinidad and Tobago.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle, from the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
All right, so we are back on the inside. We're 6 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. It is Monday morning. And remember, we're under a yellow alert until 6 p.m. this evening. And we got Ignite's Clinic with us. And for the next 15 minutes, we're going to chat with Dr. Thompson, Dr. Navarro about preventing cancer. That's right. You know, usually people just talk about cancer and, you know, the treatments for cancer. Well, we're talking about preventing cancer this morning. So, Dr. Navarro, good morning to you.
Morning to you, Stefan, and of course to all our listeners.
Nice, man.
Well, we will let Thompson take it away.
All right, all right, Thompson started.
Yeah,
Thompson,
yeah.
Thompson has Dr. Thompson has registered for the run on Sunday. So he might as well. This might be the only time you get to start. So go ahead.
Good one. Well, I hope that you're ready for that run.
Yeah, I ready, man. I ready.
Well, of course, as we're talking about preventing cancer, before we get into the topic, let's have some little announcement. Right, for those in Tobago, we are coming to Tobago actually soon. All right, so persons who actually want to get through with appointments with us, they can always just either message on WhatsApp, the 493-9196 number. You can either message on there or you can call us on 640-8985, 640-8985, and you're gonna just leave a name, number, and we'll basically book your appointment for Tobago, right? So Tobago will be coming soon to Tobago. Another announcement, well, for those that actually taken part in Stefan Run, which I will be taking part of. I know I'm not going to be the first place winner, but you know, if you're a first place winner, you'll be able to get a free health assessment and a hamper for first place winner, right? So that could be male and female person. So Stefan, I'm looking out for you in that one.
All right, no problem, man.
All right, so I'm looking out for you to be the first place male winner.
I know increase my time there. I've gone from 44 minutes to 14. Go ahead. I will run it in 14. Take 30 minutes off.
Yeah, that's very fast. Of course, actually, persons are having trouble with, before they run, if you're having trouble with your knees, your back, your hip, all right, you can actually come in and check us so that you will be able to get fixed first, and then you can go out for your run.
Yeah, man.
On
we ain't afraid that at all.
That's the prolozone therapy, which works excellent to help to repair the tissues that have been damaged over a period of time. All right, so getting into the topic today of preventing cancer, I take this swing because, as I said before, most people will come on to tell you the treatments that they will use for it. But most of the time, when you look at cancer, it's a very complex disease itself, right? So being complex, it tends to have, you'll be actually using so many different treatments all at once. And I think, you know, it becomes so intelligent that you'll have to hit it at different angles when you're treating cancer itself, all right? Then you're also basically looking at where, what is done really to prevent it in the first place so that you don't end up down the road of having cancer, because as it's complex, it's very irritating to persons. Some persons get depressed, very depressive. They end up having things like anxiety. Sometimes they tend to lead on into even further mental breakdown. You see a lot of persons actually end up down that road when they hear the word cancer. But the body is actually very intelligent in helping to prevent, and also, of course, the body itself is what actually treats cancer in the first place. So no matter what you use, it have to go back to the body's function and preventing cancer. For example, the best way to prevent is by boosting the immune system. So everything that you do, it's supposed to be based upon boosting your immune system. Even when you do cleansing of the liver, the colon, the kidneys, you're looking at your diet itself. You're looking at basically the environment around you, the environment that you're in. If you're in a very stressful environment, most of the time, from what I've actually seen from talking to persons who come into the clinic with cancer, they would have had suffered traumatic events where either simple, well, it's not actually simple. I've actually seen persons where they're fighting for land with family members and different things like that. 3 years later on, developing cancer. That stress on the body would have actually contributed to that as well. So anything that can weaken the immune response, you will eventually develop cancer. So what we do is every treatment that we do at the clinic actually is geared towards boosting the immune system. So from the ozone therapy, from HP therapy, from cleansing of the colon, the colon hydrotherapy. When you do the soaky bed therapy, it actually stimulates the lymphatic system, which also stimulates the white blood cells. And those type of things, once you get a complete hold of that, and the big part about it is, of course, diet. Diet is like very, very important when it comes to preventing cancer. So there are many foods that will actually contribute to it. So one of the major contributing factor I will always tell person is the use of refined sugars. So refined sugars is like your brown sugar, your white sugar, and if you're using any other foods that will contain those type of things in it, right? Now, fruits is not in that. Complex carbohydrates, which is like yam and dasheen and sweet potatoes, they don't actually cause cancer. They help to prevent, especially things like sweet potato. And I will close off with that one, and then Dr. Navarro will share whatever comes into his mind now.
Okay. Interesting diet. Dr. Navarro, what about alcohol? We live in a society where a lot of people consume alcohol. I know well, smoking has always been associated with cancer, well, particularly lung cancer. But when we are looking at cancer and preventing cancer, we're talking about things like alcohol. How important is that in limiting?
Well, alcohol, for instance, causes damage to the body. For the, number one, it damages neurons in your brain, which are not replaceable. Number two, it puts a lot of stress on the cardiovascular system and the arterial vessels. It weakens the vessels, and then it turns into a poison that the liver has to contend with. The main thing with alcohol abuse is cirrhosis of the liver. But of course, it can cause lesions. It can cause lesions on the liver, and it can lead to tumors eventually, depending on the person's genetics. A lot to do with genetics as well, your genetics.
Okay.
If you know you have history of cancer in your family, then you should be aware of your genetics. And of course, the main thing that the body defends anything with is the immune system. Your body can't fight anything. And this is why, let me say this, I have an issue with radiation and chemotherapy, because how do you poison somebody back into good health? You understand? You have to remember it's a poison. In the majority of cases of cancers, there is like a 90-something% failure. You know, where now you're using, instead of boosting the immune system, when you go through 2 or 3 rounds of chemo, what we notice, and I notice, when you do the live blood analysis and you look at the immune system, it's basically shut down. The other thing too is that a lot of our therapies are intravenous, and the veins are usually damaged. So you may start an IV in one vein and have to stop it to find a vein or look for a vein because the vein is damaged. You know, I've always had problems with that. Your hair fall off, you're vomiting, you know, there's a lot of toxicity. So what you're trying to do is poison a disease into remission. Usually what would happen, and these are the facts, over the years I've studied it, the tumor, it will shrink. Listen to me good. It will shrink. And they say, well, look, good news, the tumor is shrinking. But it doesn't completely go away. That 1 or 2% of the tumor comes back resilient to the chemotherapy, and then the tumor grows back, and then you have metastasis, which is the spread of cancer.
Okay.
You know?
So that is
the
why
problem.
we hear a lot of people who go for these treatments. Sometimes the doctor come and tell you, well, you know, we can't find any, you know, any trace of the cancer again. And then months down the road or a year down the road, it back. So you know, that's why these things happen, right?
Well, that's the whole point. The point that it comes back with a vengeance, and usually when it comes back very aggressive. And the person's ability to fight this time wrong is not like the first time.
Right.
The first time you had an immune system. The second time your immune system may be destroyed. That's one of the things that I look at. It is very destructive to the immune system, which is the only system you have to fight. You know?
Okay.
So this is the issue. So in any case, so to prevent all that, what person should do is, of course, always keep boosting the immune system, your probiotics, you know, looking at what you eat in terms of, you know, the amount of processed refined foods,
right?
You know, and exercise, you know, drinking water, going in sunlight, because what they've found also, studies show that low levels of vitamin D, persons usually are very exposed to cancer, low levels of vitamin D.
But let me ask you, that's an interesting point that you make there, right? You just said sunlight, which we know is rich in vitamin D. But what about skin cancer and too much sunlight?
Now, most of these skin cancers, believe it or not, are caused because of the sunscreens that people use.
Oh, so the sunscreen that they're telling you to put on to protect yourself from the sun from getting... Okay, go ahead. Let me hear this one. This one, all right. We don't got an interested road here. Let's see.
Yeah, the sunscreens that people putting on their skin to protect you against the cancer usually is a chemical that causes skin cancer, melanomas. You know?
Okay.
And studies show that. If you could study it, I mean, you get into. I mean, we've been treating cancer for more than 20 years, so you know we have seen all different types of cancer everywhere, and the throat, and the skin, and the roof of the mouth, kidney, liver, all over. I mean, I have experienced cancer all over the body, and the best defense is using the natural body's ability to fight.
To fight, okay.
Yeah, look, my she got cancer when she was 80 years old. 80. She's now 90. Okay? She got breast cancer.
Okay.
And we use the therapy that we use there now. You know, since 2013.
Right.
Right? And many other patients who have, the ones we find that struggle are usually the ones that have done chemo. They may get 5 years for the most. Some do. They may live a little longer, but usually they end up succumbing eventually to the disease.
The disease.
Because the chemo does so much damage in the body over a period of time.
Right.
Right? If you read the studies, it shows that it can cause damage up to 10 years after you have damage in the body.
Okay.
I mean, it's still the preferred method of treating. But again, God put in your body an immune system to fight. That's the whole point of having an immune system. Your probiotics and your aligned to your neutrophils. 70% of your defense mechanism is based on your good bacteria in your colon. You know?
But let me
That's
ask
why.
Let me ask you a question here before we run out of time. As you talk about that in your body being the ultimate weapon, your body's natural ability, through its immune system, you all do consultation on supplements. A lot of people use supplements for many different things. Is there any evidence to support that any supplement prevents cancer?
I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of supplements on the market.
Right.
But because we have had such a long period of time treating cancer, there are supplements that work in conjunction with the body, okay? That bring the body into an alkaline state, as you know. Once the blood is in an alkaline state, or the cells are highly oxygenated, cancer cells can't thrive. And we use little tips like, for instance, to stop metastasis, for instance. A tip I'm giving is you take the lime skin, you put the lime in the fridge, your freezer, you freeze the lime, and you grate the skin a tablespoon every day. There's a chemical in the skin that prevents cancer cells coming together, because what they do is the cancer cells, as they're forming, they come together and they join together and they form a tumor in an area of high blood supply. And what this does is it stops the cells from adhering and it stops it from spreading.
Right.
We had a patient, she couldn't afford the treatments, but she had the diet plan and she listened to me with the lime. And the tumor, she had a CT scan with the tumor, the size of the tumor. And she did that for 1 year, grating lime every day, lime zest. And when she went back for a scan, the tumor didn't get bigger and it didn't get smaller. It remained the same. It didn't change.
Right.
That's over 1 year. I remember that. And I was like, what? That was very interesting.
Okay.
You know, but she couldn't afford the supplements and stuff like that, because the treatment of cancer is expensive. The good quality supplements are expensive. There's a lot of junk on the market. A lot of products that they say you can do this and a lot of different things, right? But the quality of the supplements is important. And that's why we have a microscope, because we look at this. We look at the changes at the cellular level. We do something called layered blood work. Layered shows you the condition of the cancer in the blood.
All right.
It's a dry blood analysis. We take 5 drops of blood, put it on a slide, and we leave it, and we look for what you call celiac beats in the blood.
Okay.
Little black dots, and that indicates, and that usually see when the product is working. You see you call them degenerative lakes. That will start closing up.
Can I just jump in there for a second?
Yeah. But we have about a minute again. So yeah.
Right. As we have the minute, just wanna let persons know, as Dr. Navarro actually mentioned, so much different things that persons can use. Just to give a little basis of this, our program actually is designed at the clinic. Our program is actually designed for preventing cancer in the first place. So when a person actually comes in and they cleanse their liver, their colon, their kidneys, lymphatic system, when they do the oxygen bath, many of those treatments that we do at the clinic takes about 3 months. Within the 3 months, we'll change that person's diet. We'll also even do things like parasite cleanse, because even parasite has a big part to play when it comes to cancer as well. All right, which most persons tend not to know about, because it's not looked at, in the mainstream world as something that cancer. Only now they're actually coming up with some big research where they are using certain types of drugs to deal with parasites, and they're actually helping with, let's say, stage 4 cancer and those type of things. But they are natural things that you could use when it comes to cleansing and getting rid of parasites from the body as well, because they do have a part to play when it comes to cancer as well. Just wanted to throw out that for persons. And just a reminder again, right? So Stefan, so the first place winner, so that could be you. They're gonna get a free health assessment, and of course, the hamper that is free, so either male or female.
Okay.
Right. So yes. So
all right, nice man. Well, I guess I will see. Well, I know I've seen Dr. Thompson for sure on Sunday. All right, but guys, we're out of time. But thanks a lot for the information on preventing cancer, and we're gonna hear from you again next week.
Definitely.
All right. Nice man. That's Dr. Thompson and Dr. Navarro on the inside. Trinity and Chagonas represented there. We have to go to a break. Just before I go to the break, fellas, let me give them a little flow. Put some flow in people's life now. Yeah, why not? So, no matter the space or the budget, your home deserves more than just security. It deserves armor security, powered by Flow in partnership with All Pro, a home security solution that protects what matters most for just $4 a day. Visit Flow in store or online at discoverflow.co for details. Flow, bringing security home. We take a break. When we come back, we've got some other issues to deal with. So we'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
When sunshine is the best for you, nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you, salted, plantain, taste the freshness, naturally sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
All right, people, so we're down in San Fernando at the corner of Rushworth Street and the Bypass Road in Sando. We're here at Beyond Petroleum. Beyond Petroleum, the proud sponsors of the 5th place, male and female, and that carries a prize of $1,200 respectively. So they are the proud sponsors. Run Stefan Run, Sunday, May 25th. Make sure and come out, QRC 6 a.m. Get yourself registered online at trinbagoevents.com. We're aiming at 2 charities, the Autism Society of Trinidad and Tobago, and of course, the Cuba Children Crisis Center. So we want to big up Beyond Petroleum. And when you come down, you could get your gas, but you could go into the 24-hour convenience store as well. You could pick up your toiletries. If you want juice, you're getting that. Milk, automotive products from car care to engine care, and a whole lot more. You can pick up your little snack, everything nice. So you're coming down to Beyond Petroleum. You're supporting those that support us. It's Run Stefan Run. Let's go. Cash registration available at Synergy TV, Monday to Friday from 12 noon to 4 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Cash registration also available at Sports and Games, Trinity Mall, Gulf City Mall, and Grand Bazaar. Just pay cash and follow the instructions on the coupon code. It's that simple.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Jamer Day Spas offers a complete range of first-class treatments, facials, waxing, body therapies, body massages, hand and nail treatments, and much more. Check out Jamer for locations.
It's time to secure what matters most.
your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Introducing Open Minds primary school lessons 100% online. Get quality education from the comfort of your home. Affordable, expert-led online tuition to help your child succeed. Register today. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or visit www.openminds.education.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
And I want to tell you that today, all your equipment out there looking nice because the minister coming. But I want you to work every day. Because your judge is not the minister. Your judge is the people out there who get flooded. That is your judge. I don't want you to only be out there on the field when your officers or the persons from the ministry, the disaster coordinator, Mr. Suchan and others are coming. I want councillors, every councillor, to be out on the field, not going to interfere with the work, but going to make it better. Rain does not fall yellow, blue, green, or any other color. Every person who is affected out there with flooding is our priority at this time. So I want to say that every councillor, every alderman has a role to play because you represent the people. You represent our flood victims. And every officer in the corporation has a duty to ensure that all the arms of the regional corporation, our staff, our equipment, is out there working in the best interest of the people.
You see it rainy, you see it, you might be worried. Don't worry. Jolene John on the job, Khadija on the job. The drains will be cleared, the river mouths will be desilted. The river mouth there, remember how many times I went out fishing and I tell earlier? Look at it, 12 inches deep. Rohan is gone. Rohan's still crying. Jolene John in charge. Flooding will be mitigated. Our country has ministers and government and people and a prime minister who care, who will take care of us bit by bit. So bless. And PNM, boy, all they will get a cocktail for the next 15 years.
Adel Roberts Island, Adel say all will get a cocktail for the next 15 years. Don't say that yet, Adel. Don't say that yet. Don't say that yet. But it appears that, you know, they were on the ground. I saw several videos, you know. But Khadija, did address, that was the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, and she was addressing there. And she's right, rain no fall, red, yellow, green, purple, or any other color. It affects everybody. So when you get on the ground, serve the people. And that is the clear message that she sent. But Jolene John was on the ground, there were other ministers on the ground, councillors, everybody was on the ground. It was a lot of rain, It was a lot of rain. This is the second time that Kamla Prasad Bissessa has won an election and we get some good rain. Well, I can't remember the first time she went in 2010. It had like, I think it had like 18 hours of rain or some kind of thing. So that is when the river had breached the bank then in Diego Martin, and she had to go down in galoshes and all kind of thing, and in her boots and thing, and she was on the ground dealing with it and that kind of thing. Huh? You're not serious in some hard times, yes? No, serious. I remember, I don't know about the rest of Orleans, but I was telling somebody this read. I said, Orleans find rain start to fall early. We was getting, listen, for the last how much ever years, is hot sun, drought. You understand? Serious, you know? Remember they want to ban you from using the hose, and how much water you're using, and the reservoir not enough water, and all kind. Remember that? Boy, rain started fall early, rain falling all in dry season. But what is going on, boy? Anyway. Anyway, that's the word on the ground from Khadijah and they. Before we go further, I want to highlight something very quickly, but let me get your roll right. Right? And Roll Right Alignment and Service Center is your one-stop shop for vehicle care located on Salim Avenue, Monroe Road, Chaguanas. Roll Right has everything you need to keep your ride in top shape, from new and used tires to speed balancing and 3D computerized wheel alignment. They've got it all covered. At Roll Right, you can also get the full suite of vehicle maintenance services, including comprehensive suspension and vehicle repairs, injector flow bench diagnostic testing, and ultrasonic cleaning, servicing, oil changes, and vehicle diagnostic scanning. Plus, Roll Right offers a wide selection of high-quality vehicle batteries, ensuring you're always powered up for the road ahead. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Visit them or give them a call on 303-8344 or find them on all social media platforms. Roll Right Alignment and Service Center, always rolling right. Also, we have GoPols. So don't let muscular pain and injuries win. Consult a specialist with over 30 years of experience. Ease those aches and pains. Visit licensed massage therapists at Gopal's Massage Therapy Center, located at number 68 Market Street, Gopal Lands in Marbella. Foreign trained and licensed in Florida, Trinidad and Tobago, with over 30 years of experience. Call 658-3907 or 496-1111. Services include medical massage therapy, sports injury treatment, aromatherapy, Swedish massage, deep tissue massage, sports massage, and much more. And I'm sorry there, but it's the way that it's typed. It's foreign trained and licensed in Florida. All right, and they operate in Trinidad and Tobago with over 30 years of experience. They just put everything in one, yeah. Right? About the third or the fourth time I get catch with that, you know. All right. Of course, we got to tell you about Steel Force as well. I'm going to give you a little insight on Steel Force before we move on here, because I want to acknowledge my sponsors as well for Run, Stefan Run. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, located at number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Penal. They are your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set at API standards. They offer a wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So give them a call on 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, reinventing the standards and how we handle steel. All right. So, quick reminder that Run Stefan Run registration will close at 10 a.m. this morning. Distribution will start early. And distribution, and that's the thing. If you're in South or Central, you have 3 days. So it's not like 1 day. Because if we were distributing in South, it would be 1 day, 3 hours. 1 day we give a specific time, and you have to come on that time and that date. So you have 3 days. And we are extending the distribution hours. So on Thursday at Synergy TV here on Arapita Avenue in Woodbrook, you are from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's more than a work day. Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right? So you don't make it an issue with the distribution being in one location. It's the easiest thing to do. It's very controlled. So come pick up your package. It will be right here at Synergy TV waiting on you. You pass through, I could send somebody for it. Just make sure they have the receipt. All right? Nice. So yeah, registration closed. It closed. It closed. We're moving forward to Sunday to execute now. To make sure that everybody that come, they are entertained, they are, that everything runs smooth. All right? And remember, this is the biggest 5K, largest payout in terms of prize money, and tons of giveaways. Roadrunners has always tell me every year, Deborah Morning, big up Deborah from Roadrunners, she does always say, nobody do it like this, you just give it to my thing, boy. That prize money you giving away alone, you still gain with it? I say, well, yeah, and you give it to a charity. They just always tell me I'm mad. But, what I mean, we do it for the goodness, for the good nature of the event. It's a terrific thing to be a part of. I know I'm telling all you, just feel, when I deliver that check to these two charities, I just feel a different type of way. I on cloud nine, on top of the world. Right? Because you get to, along the way, along the journey, you get to meet the people behind the organizations. You get a better understanding of the struggle that they have to endure. It's a lot. But it's a good journey. It's a great journey. And the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago will be there on Sunday as well. They'll have a tent. For those of you who want to educate yourselves, you could go pick up a pamphlet, a flyer, and just educate yourself on things like autism. And it's also for that reason too, we know that everybody that comes to the event, engage with them, engage with the people, who doing the promotional stuff. Ask questions, find out more, so that we all have a better understanding of people with disabilities, moving forward in society. Because quite often when we don't have a proper understanding for it, there is miscommunication and misunderstanding. You understand? So it's a terrific thing to be a part of, just to be there on the day. And I want people to stick around, because I'm telling all you, giveaways starting earlier. We have the age group prizes, the first place in each age group. They will receive a nice little prize. We have a couple other prizes. It's so many prizes. Let me just acknowledge my sponsors now. Right? Let me just acknowledge my sponsors. So, we got Brand Sauce, NGC, Cans Poultry. Big up the First Citizen Bank for the assistance again this year. The Trinidad Import and Export Bank. Pristine Dental Solutions. Dr. Ken Parmanan. Oh gosh, thank you, my brother, for your assistance. Oh, I thought I had them in the back there. Thanks a lot, and I will remember to contact you in future. All right? Pristine Dental Solutions reached out to us when we did the first kids event, and I really, I don't, sometimes certain people slip your mind, you don't want to check the same people over and over all the time now. At least I don't, So, I don't want to feel like I'm burdening them now, and I'm always begging. But he reached out to us and he said, listen, anytime, anything got to do with children and things, call us. Terrific organization, Pristine Dental Solutions. Habib's, Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. Man, if you're wanting and you want to get best price and good quality, go by Habib's. I was there let me tell you something. I have seen the quality. Oh, God. Carib Brewery, Aventa, Guiltless Gourmet, Sasha Cosmetics will be giving us. We'll have some $500 vouchers, $300 vouchers, and $250 vouchers. What usually happens, we just usually give a lamper from Sasha. They say, no, this year, here we're going on. We're giving these vouchers of different prices, right? So 500, 300, 250. And when you walk into Sasha, you could purchase what you want. All right, ladies? Nice. Caribbean Airlines. 2 tickets to Curacao. So someone will win 2 tickets to Curacao. Gigi's Travel, 2 tickets to Tobago. And all I know, 2 ticket to Tobago, hard to get sometimes, right? La Parkan, also Ultra Farm, that's Jameson. Their products will be very present. Sun Plaza Bakery, oh gosh, boy, I can't thank them enough. They will be contributing X amount of breakfast. Himalaya Wellness USA, all right? They will be doing promotion on the day. They have a nice, I think it's a muscle balm that they're pushing right now. Kiss, we had a thank Kiss boy. Kiss will be giving out 600 sandwich loaf. You heard right. Kiss will be giving out 600 sandwich loaf. No, all you can't get none in the back there. No. It's for the participants. How many know I want to live? All you go and buy all the thing in the grocery? 600 sandwich loaf. Kiss giving out 600 sandwich loaf. We had to thank them for that. SM Jalil, I mentioned all that SM Jalil is doing, the water stops, the hampers, they're doing sampling on the day, they're doing a play park for the children, and Oasis is the official water for Run Stefan Run. All right? Big up SM Jalil. Regal Products, Rise Physical Therapy. All right? This is an organization that works with all of the top athletes with physical therapy. They will be present. Angel Alcazar and her massage therapist, they will be present as well. All right? And that's a free massage therapy that we have offered from day one. Right? And Angel has been with us from the word go. Wheelhouse Pub, they have a dinner for 2 and a lunch for 2 that they're giving away. That's down in Chagaramas. Terrific ambience. I want to thank Devika for that. Sani's Gift Shop, microwave, fan, all kind of thing. Oh God, Sani, thanks a lot. Joseph Nahus and Sons, they have some 18-inch Hero fans that we're giving away. Trust me, all in all the heat does get. Shamir, Shobi with the patches, she will be there too. So you'll get to see the demonstration in person. True Sculpt by CKR. They have 2 vouchers worth $1,000 each, $2,000 vouchers. Master Key Services. They're doing a huge banner with all the sponsors for the event. And Eclipse will be doing a cake voucher. Right? That cake worth about $400. I kid you not, the cake is worth $400. So it's no thing cake again. So you have a birthday coming up, you know you have a voucher for a nice cake, worth about $400, bam. Oh, what's going on, Christian? We have Sinker Designs. They have also come on board and they've given some gym bags to the #1 male and female. And they have a gym bag especially for Shania Moore. Yeah. Also, Caribbean Flavors. Caribbean Flavors is on board as well. I want to thank Caribbean Flavors. They will be giving 2 hampers. They'll be doing some sampling as well. I want to thank Roshini, who was a private contributor. We had to thank, let me see, Streamline Solutions. All right? They are also on board. Streamline Solutions. And Indus Merchants. All right? Indus Merchants. All right? I think that is Indus Merchants. I wonder if that is the same boy. Oh God, and your package, all you go like all your package. I want to big up Joy Products. If anybody, all you know about Joy Products. Joy gain all your thing in all your package. When all you pick up all your package, hey, man, register boy. All right, no problem. All right, cool. Just WhatsApp me your t-shirt size. Yeah, cool, no scene. CW promotions on the inside. Unlike these 2 ways of time I have in the back day. You see how man has come and pay the money to enter? Anyway, let me leave all you alone, right? Also, we got some of the prizes. Well, the prizes are going to be sponsored by. We have Blazers sponsoring first and second place, male and female. Mr. Monroe is sponsoring the male $3,000 prize. Movie Tongue is sponsoring the female. We have Digimaniac sponsoring third place, male and female. We have JJ Millington Paint Supplies down in Penal sponsoring fourth place, male and female. Beyond Petroleum, fifth place, male and female. Financial and Forensic Accounting Services and Deonorine Small Engine Repairs Limited sponsoring sixth place, male and female. We have Miss Miscellaneous, all right? Miss Miscellaneous. This is an organization for like household essentials, cookware, bakeware, kitchen gadgets, beauty items, cleaning supplies, toys, all right? You name it, they got it, all right? And you can contact them on 760-5693. That's 760-5693. All right? Contact them today, see what they have, man. Check them on Facebook under Miss Miscellaneous, right? So that's like a social media, you know, and we got sponsorship from them for the prizes for 7th place. We also have 8th place is sponsored by Elders, 9th place is sponsored by iDefect, and 10th place by Digimaniacs. So we have full sponsorship for everything. All the prizes are sponsored. This is like, I could not ask for a better run, Stefan Run. I'm very serious. I really, really couldn't ask for it. In terms of sponsorship, wise, we have outdone ourselves this year. I cannot wait for next year. We are going to make it even bigger and better. We could have some ideas now, but it's just to get the right people to the table for the conversation, you know? All right. We're going to take a break. But no, but pull up Chef, let me just highlight Chef here now. Tomorrow we're going to deal with the message to the youths and the concerning that long circular mall incident. I thought that was a good message that the brother gave. Yeah, Chef. Now, Chef invited us to his chef table on Friday. For those of you who have never experienced this, it's great. Now, slow it down now. Hold it there. Right there. Stop right there. That right there, people, all you know Accra have a weakness for Accra. This was the first course. It was lobster Accra. I'm telling all you. I can't eat saltfish Accra again. All I want now is lobster Accra. So I told Chef's wife that I will be borrowing him at least 3 times for the week to come and do some lobster Accra in my kitchen, and she could get him back for the next 4 days. That tastes magnifico. Go back to the shrimp. I want to get them it by course. This was the second course. These were plantain shrimps. So they grate the plantain, right? And they fry the shrimp in the grated plantain, giving it a nice crust and a flavor. And then they put a plantain chip. So it was like a little yacht kind of presentation, right? But that tastes, Now, after I eat that, I don't full, you know. But I have 3 more courses to do. Look what they bring for me. This was, oh God, what do they call it? Is our chicken breast with couscous. Chef, I apologize if I don't have the right name. I've given the name as I could call it. All right? So it's our chicken breast with couscous. But that thing tastes good, boy. Jeez, nages. Chicken roulade. Chicken roulade. No, it just came to me. So I had to put on this chicken breast with this couscous. After I done fully, I pack it. So if I lag in on Sundays because of Chef, give me the 4th course, the lamb. Because when I don't eat that now, I'm feeling overfull. Then I see them preparing mashed potato with lamb. And not 1 piece of lamb, 2 pieces of lamb. Partner, I find room. We find room. We find some extra storage and we pack that away too. So we put on the potato with the lamb. It tastes, that was delicious. I have to say. And finally for dessert, well, I couldn't eat the dessert. I was packed, boy. I had to stay away from dessert. I had a packet. I tell him bring a box. But we had flan. I ain't no lover of flan, truth be told. But yeah, I could live with this one. Yeah. This one went down real good. And I ain't no lover of flan. If you put flan in front of me, but I taste it. Went down good. Right? Now, I am not particularly a lover of flan, so I will just say it went down good. Other people might marvel over it. But that was the 5 courses that were presented to us. And I have to say, we got wine. You could get wine, vodka, Johnny Walker, anything you wanted to drink. They accommodated for that as well. Big up the chefs. Big up Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy. Lorenzo, good morning to you. And I tell you what, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Everybody enjoyed it. It's a terrific, intimate thing to go to. So if you're having a nice little birthday line, it's the perfect thing for that. All right? But our chef table is work is that you have to, I had to recommend people in. It's by recommendation. It's not no open advertising. You understand? So, but it is something nice to experience. We take our final break. When we come back, we got some birthdays. Stay tuned.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 612 Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 612 Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595. To advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Ready to unlock your potential? Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results. At Open Minds, it's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.com.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, so we are back. Now, as we return, we got some birthdays to get to very quickly, and we got to wrap up, and then I got to get out of here and hit the road. So happy 7th birthday to Christian Mead. Christian Mead, man. All right, wishing you all the best on your special day, coming from your mom, Makisha Delaney, dad, Karen Delaney, and brother, Malik Delaney. All right? Nice, man. So happy birthday going out to Christian Mead. Oh God, I see Kyle Cowie calling me. You know what I mean? He trying to register too. Happy 7th birthday. Ah boy, another 7th birthday. Going out to Zain Ali. Zain Ali, happy birthday to you. Coming down from your grandparents and parents. Wishing him all the best. So Zain, happy birthday. Zain and Christian, 7 years old, man. And 2 very sharp dressers. Oh, how I wish I could have looked like that again, eh? Eh, fellas? Look how my boy looking corporate in the first picture there. How you mean again? Yes, but I used to, at a time, I was slim. When I was, when I was young. When we were young, we were all slim. We are sending out birthday greetings to Debbie, who is celebrating her birthday today, the 19th of May. She is truly 1 in a million, and may God continue to bless her with long life, health, and happiness. This is coming from her husband, children, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter. All right, so Debbie, happy birthday to you. And finally, we would like to send belated birthday greetings to Renaissance Cigar, all right, who turned 12 on the 17th of May, coming from your grandparents, parents, brother, Aidan, uncles and aunts, and they wish you all the best, and always with God's blessings, and they love you dearly. 12 years old. Boy, the amount of children we have, boy. I ain't lying, you know. I think I ought to be the most famous uncle in Trinidad. All in feel so? Long time it used to be, it was who? Uncle Ian. What was his uncle name? No, serious, you know. As the first famous what? Auntie? What? You know, they have a thing around my staff. They say I the old woman champion. They say the old ladies love me, man. I ain't afraid that. I love them too. Yeah. I know all they're jealous. I know all they're jealous. You understand? Anyway, we got to wrap up today, Lord Father. I tell you, the people I have working behind the scenes, they have no behavior, you know, none at all. But they will be at Run, Stefan Run. I go point them out all here. So all the old ladies that love me, that come into the thing, I will show you the two young men that need some discipline and they need to be spoken to. Alright, so until tomorrow, people, oh yes, immediately following the repeat of this program, you have the San Juan Revival Ministries, the Christian Union Church. Look out for that. And until tomorrow, we out. Have a safe day. Don't forget, Yellow Alert is on until 6 p.m.
Good morning.